Oh, yo, it's me. Let's start. Yo. If you say yo a lot, it makes everything cooler, you know. Say it more. So, let's get into today's news. Um, my favorite word. We don't really have a whole lot. We really just have one topic today. So we're gonna take the whole time to talk about that topic, which is probably not gonna be that long, or it could be. this could be our longest video. Who knows? But probably we'll get through it pretty quick. But anyway, I just want to say that I was thinking maybe should I take the weekends off because sometimes there's not as much news on the weekends. But I think that more so I should probably just maybe take off some days because I need the day off. But more so if there's doesn't seem like any news. Like this is kind of, but I didn't necessarily need to talk about it. So it really depends on what you think, or what I guess what I think. And the topics, if there's anything that I think is huge, or just kind of, whatever stuff. At least until the shows come back, because this does have to do with the show The Flash that I will be watching. I'm pretty sure every episode, pretty much. I believe I've seen all the episodes so far, and I will be watching it, and then pretty much having my reviews every week for those shows. Whether part of the video, I guess. Yeah, it might be the next day's video. So, usually go that way. But let's get right into it. So before we go over the schedule on Fridays, either every Friday or every other Friday, we will go over the top 10 manga bestseller list that I like to go over, and we'll do it right next time, and hopefully faster. Cause I think that took up a good amount of time last time. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was the other stuff. I did pack a lot of stuff yesterday, as you could have seen, because there was some other stuff from the other day, like the New Mutants and Cap stuff, that I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. But I was like, okay, I guess I'll do it. So I probably should have moved those away from each other, because the first day well, it wasn't the best. Let's just say, let's not talk about it. So getting right into it, yeah. But anyway, that would be at the last. So then in a regular day, we'd have all the regular stories, and then stories that are maybe more rumors or stuff, or just, yeah, pretty much rumors and stuff like that. Okay, so this is about The Flash, the TV show The Flash. It's about the newer season 3, and Tom Felton was talking about his character Julian Dorn on the show. He's joining the show as I'm not sure if he's I forget what they call it, a regular, as they call it on TV shows. That I don't necessarily know what it means, because I would think it would mean that you're like on every episode in a big way. But some people are regulars and they're not on in half the episodes, so yeah, I don't. But anyway, he's gonna be in it as a new assistant to Barry, and he talked a bit more about his role, and kind of gave us a bit more of a look into what his character would be, because before we didn't know a whole lot. We didn't even know if his character would, like, is going to be bad guy or good guy or whatever, and we get a bit more into this. So let's get into it. So the interview was with Sci-Fi Now, if you want to find the interview, and if you think I'm lying, I will try to quote pretty much a good bit of the stuff that I want to talk about, but I might change one or two words if I think it sounds better to me. I'm a perfectionist, guys. So anyway, so he was talking about them, about his relationship with Barry, and if you like, look at us, I'll be like, well, I'm trying to, but I've got my handy notes here because I cannot remember all this stuff. So sorry, I can't look at the screen the whole time. Talking about his relationship with Barry, he's a forensic expert, so he treads on the toes of much of what Barry is good at. Hence, they have a slightly abrasive relationship at first. I say abrasive, but I mean, clearly because of the events of last season, none of the relationships Barry has had with the other cast members are the same. Sorry, I'm not sick. And I guess I need to talk more. I'm just I have to cough. It's emotional. So it's not really. Anyway, so as you can see, while I did say that I'm a perfectionist, I did forget to do one thing, and that was look up what abrasive means. It's still tacky, guys. Still tacky. Kind of. Unless that's a word that you're supposed to know if you're tacky. In that case, I'm just bad overall. So anyway, so yeah, the big thing here is that, of course, Barry's relationships with all the other cast members are going to be different because of what he did in last season, which I guess I kind of spoiled it, but whatever. Well, you watch the show and see. I might spoil stuff from now on. I don't know. I don't really think so, but if you don't, you go watch the show. Come on. Anyway, some more stuff. He's not familiar with me, but I'm familiar with him, so it's an odd dynamic. It seems like a love-hate thing at first. So it's gonna be kind of like Barry's like, I don't know about you, but he's like, yeah, okay. Or maybe it's the opposite. That Barry likes him, but then he's well, anyway, one of them is going to be kind of, I think it will be Felton's character that will kind of be like, is there something that's fishy with you? What are you doing here? And it's like, I'm not the Flash. You know, no, maybe. So it might be something like that. And the big thing was that when asked if his character was going to be more of a good guy, because of course, if you don't know, Tom Felton plays a character that I actually like in the Harry Potter series, that is Draco Malfoy, and he's pretty much the bully of the book. All of stories they have, you know, you may have your love interest, your enemy, your bully, and he was the bully in that story, of course, or at least the main one. So a lot of people kind of hated him, and they were also they're asking, you know, are you gonna be like a cool guy, like, are people gonna like you more than Barry? Not really, they didn't ask that, but anyway, he said absolutely not. So before he was kind of iffy on it, but now with saying absolutely not, and he said I would hope the opposite. So he certainly seems like he wants to play more of a bad character. Now I don't think he's gonna be a super villain, but he might be an enemy of Barry's. So that's all for today, folks. This is still a bit longer, but you know, it's cool. So I'll see you. Bye. I tried to rush it, so now we've gotta do our thing. So so yeah, I'll go slower. I really want to stop it at that minute mark. I'm like I said, guys, I'm a perfectionist. You know, I've got to stop it at the minute. This is something that's only happened very recently, like maybe in the past month. I just like pausing stuff at the minute mark. So anyway, for the comment of the day, if you want to make a comment but you don't know what to say, because sometimes YouTubers they won't tell you, do you like Draco Malfoy as a character? Put that down in the comments, and we can talk. So bye again, this time for real. Bye.